Onyx is completely free, and the exact same file format is used. It's called beer HTML. Beer XML. So if your best friend is a purchaser of Beersmith, you can load Brew Target, craft your own brew, or get one shared from the internet, and then share it to your friend with Beersmith and say,
what are you sharing? The recipe of the beer?
it's the recipe, but it's kind of more than that. It's more than the recipe, because with a recipe, all you get is a list of ingredients. With these XML files, I do have a sample PDF that I got from Tracy. It tells you like color, the ABV, the alcoholic something volume, the bitterness flavor, efficiency, what's the batch size, what's the boil size, and a whole bunch of other details like that. Think of it as like a car sheet, because in the car sheet, you do get stuff like 6-cylinder, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
AV brakes or whatever, but you also get stats like 0 to 60 in 10 seconds. Braking horsepower, you know what I mean? You also get that kind of added information. That's the kind of added information you get with this XML file. It's more than just, here's how you make it.
I see.
You get here's what it is like.
I see.
Yeah, and Tracy did send me one. The by volume on it was, it was a blackberry wit, which I will first wholeheartedly say, I have no idea what a wit is, but I believe it was 5.1% on the alcohol rating, which is quite tipsy. Tipsyifying, I'll say. Like 2 of them, and you're going to be singing Irish lullabies. But if you do make your own brews, or somebody that does make their own brews, this is cross-platform software, Windows, Mac, and Linux. I highly encourage you to give them a copy of this or a link to it. Right on the homepage, there's a video showing you a little bit of it. And it's very easy to share and import other people's recipes. So I think that's cool.
It is cool. It's pretty awesome. Brew Target. Check it out.
Right. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. The next thing, this is a community thing. I do a horrible job explaining this, and their website to me doesn't do a great job either. Ding, mute. Okay. It's first, I don't even know how to pronounce this, okay? It's OHLOH. Oloho. Oloho.
Let me pull it up.
I'm going with Oloho. Olo. Olo. Olo.
You got it. Olo.
Olo. Okay, it says, Olo is a new kind of software directory combining community-driven content with a unique source code crawler that monitors up-to-date development activity. Okay, Steve. Okay. Hypothetically, you're into fantasy baseball. You know what I mean? You know a lot about baseball. You still need your own tools to monitor activity about baseball and trends about baseball, and to fill in the gaps that you don't know about baseball. What this page does for me, besides telling me what is right now really active in the open source world, I can literally just go to the search projects search button box on the main page, type in something like mumble, for instance. That's the one I've been using, so I'm sticking with that one. When you search, you see a whole bunch of mumble. You see the main mumble application, but you also see other applications that use mumble or take advantage of mumble, like a web-based admin tool. So you install this, and then you can admin mumble without having mumble. All from a web page. But if you click on Mumble itself, there's a couple key things that are really, I think, important. Is it shows you a it's not a bar graph, a line graph, I believe it is, showing you activity of code. Super quick, easy visualization. Is this thing active?
Wow.
Is it dying? Is it fading? Should I put this on my computer? Am I going to get updates? You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Really? Yeah. This is the kind of information I would like to see in a package management system on a Linux desktop. I would love to be able to click on package manager, search for, call for, and then click it and see this thing hasn't been updated in 3 years, or it's only one time in 3 years. You know what I mean? The other thing it tells you on the right-hand side by the top, tells you some unique identifiers about the software. And what I mean is it tells you, like, Mumble is mostly written in C. They say it's a mature, well-established code base, very large active development team. I like running software that's very large and with an active development team. It means stuff's going to get fixed. And if it is, you know, if there isn't fixes, then I'm going to get feature updates.
Right.
And it tells you a couple other things, like, for example, what it estimates would be the estimated cost of a private business to basically recreate the number of developers and the amount of lines of code put into this project. And right now it's $5 million.
Wow.
It would cost a company about, they're estimating $5 million to recreate a product like this.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an interesting site.
There's also a little map, so you can see where are most of the commits to the code being sent from. So on this one, if you click the map, you can easily see a lot of it's coming from Germany and Norway. At least they're showing the top 4 contributors. And then if you click on the very top where it says showing 4 out of 94 contributors, you can see, like, one of the main guys who's been doing this, he's had 2,700 commits.
What's a commit? I don't even know.
A commit is like you are giving them an updated version of the code base, and then they have to commit it to the base. So they can take it, they can look at it, and they can approve or disapprove. And when they say yes to it, then it is committed as part of the new package.
I see.
And you can see, like, they have kudo ranking, like how active this guy has been.
Super active.
Yeah, they can tell you his first commit was 2005. His last commit was less than 2 months ago. So this guy, Thorvad Nadgiv, I'm not Swedish. He's quite active. And see, this to me is one of the benefits of open source. If I want to, I can learn C++ and I can become a driving force in Mumble. All I got to do is make good code, submit good code, stay active, listen to bug reports, and make people happy. And then in 2 to 3 years, I could be the #1 person adding to the Mumble source code and be able to at least help guide it in a direction that me and the community believes is a good direction.
Sure. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm honestly in love with that site. I have it bookmarked now, and every time I look at any application, next thing I do is I open up
Olo
and see what it has to say.
Yeah, this is a really cool site.
Yeah. And I got that from Kevin, or Sarah's, I think it's how it's pronounced. He's right now in the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a government boat. So I just hope he comes back safely.
Yes, definitely.
And it's his job. It's not like he's out there, you know.
On vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, next one, a little tiny build up. Okay. In Windows, you turn on the power button, you log in, you have one desktop. You only have one desktop. You cannot have another desktop. Users of Mac and Windows cannot comprehend what I'm about to say. Okay. In Linux, you have absurd choice, almost overwhelming to some people, I'll say. To other people, it's like swimming in the pile of money. There can't be enough kind of thing. One of those people. You can load different desktops. The more popular ones are GNOME, KDE, XFCE, Fluxbox, OpenBox, Awesome, a couple of them more than I know I'm forgetting, but they're the more popular ones. And, you know, some of them are really functional. Some of them are really pretty. Some of them are really light. Some of them are really 3D focused. Okay. They all have something that they're trying to shoot for. Okay.
Yeah.
KDE is built off the Qt framework. Technically speaking, the Qt framework, I believe, is maintained by Nokia. I know, but trust me, they're actually doing really good with this. The Qt framework is just that. It's a set of framework. It's a set of libraries, a set of tools included to where you can use it to build applications and GUIs and interfaces quicker than if you have to build them from scratch. With that said, there's a new desktop built off of the Qt framework where it's pretty much its number one goal is speed. There's not a lot of speed associated with the Qt desktop, to be honest with me. But Razor Qt, razor-qt.org, it's only at version, I think, is 0.4. Yeah, 0.4. So it's really new. But it's really easy to install this desktop on Ubuntu, SUSE or OpenSUSE, Fedora, Arch, Agile Linux, Gentoo, or even like Slackware. There's a Slack
What's the
build.
purpose of it?
The purpose of it is just an alternate. It's just a different choice if you want something really light, but at the same token, kind of visually appealing. This is the kind of desktop you could load on a P3 with like 100 megs of RAM, and it would still be pretty responsive. But at the same token, it's kind of pretty too. It's really a balancing act, I'll say. They don't make it over pretty. They don't have a ridiculous amount of features, but they have enough features, enough prettiness mixed in with being light, so it's really quick.
Looks pretty cool.
I've been using it for almost 2 weeks now. It's not ready for prime time, but you can easily install this on a GNOME-based distribution and have it affect nothing badly. Where when you go to log in, you click your name, then you can change the session from GNOME to the Razor Qt. And if you don't like it, log back out. When you go to log in, click your name and change the session back. Nothing will be damaged, nothing will be lost, nothing will be changed. Everything will go back to the way it was before. This might fit your needs. I'm finding it pretty satisfying. Not completely satisfying, but pretty close to being really satisfying.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's just super light. I'm just kind of infatuated with it being super light. Okay, next thing. I'm happy we didn't get to talk about this last week because I would have had to self-punch myself. Okay, early November, there was reports that the Raspberry Pi was going to be out in December.
And this is a cake, or I mean, this is a pastry?
Yes, this is a delicious pastry. This is the USB-sized device. We talked about two of them in the last couple months. This is the one that's only 600 megahertz, not a dual core processor. This is the lower end one, which
who cares? To
me makes it more versatile, more dynamic, and dare I say, man, tree huggers will hate me, disposable. Okay, here was the thing. And I was going to come on last cast and be like, man, they lied to me. They said this thing was going to be out. here it is, December 26th or whatever, 27th, and it ain't out yet. It's garbage. I hate this, man. I hate being teased, yada, yada. Well,